know you the black sheep when you walk in the room and you the only one there. Listen, America's worst nightmare. Young, black, rich, and don't give a fuck. And I'm telling you that in a good way. Listen, they scared of us when we walk in the office with our suits and ties on. What I say when I say they, you probably say, what do you mean by they? I'm talking about the rest of America that ain't black, nigga. That's what I'm talking about right now. You feel where I'm coming from? Look, man, we doing this shit in a positive light. They can't believe it. America's worst nightmare. Young, black, rich, and don't give a fuck. We've been doing this shit for years. Listen, I done seen all kind of shit. They done tried to redline us at the banks. They done tried to do all kind of shit to stop us. You just think if you went to 100 banks, 1,000 banks to get a loan, imagine how many of them I had to go to. You thought redlining wasn't a thing? You thought that shit already passed or something? You thought that was over? No, man. They created shit to try to stop that shit, but you can't stop that shit. Look, but it don't make no difference because we America's worst nightmare. Young, black, rich, and don't give a fuck. And I'm telling you that in a good light. When I say I don't give a fuck, I'm talking about I don't give a fuck about what these haters think, right? I give a fuck about my church's charities in places I give to, right? I'm trying to tell you, you gotta have supreme confidence in this game. When you walk in the room and you the only black sheep in the room, you know what time it is. You gotta produce. Whatever you come up with, it gotta be 10 times better than the next man. Know that. Know that. If it's you versus him and there's a gatekeeper, somebody looking at both sides, you better make sure you 10 times better than him to get the deal, whatever it may be, right? I'm trying to tell y'all, listen, young, black, rich, and don't give a fuck. Whatever y'all got to say, if it ain't positive, I don't give a fuck about it. Listen, you can't stop me. That's the whole point of this conversation, is I can't be stopped. I refuse to be stopped. I'm gonna keep climbing no matter what you do. You can hate on me. You can do whatever you gotta do. It ain't gonna do you no good. America's worst nightmare is in the building. You understand where I'm coming from? They don't want to see a brother doing this good. You think I don't know that? Shit, I keep my eyes open. I keep my ears open too. I can hear. I can see. I know when a motherfucker don't like me. I ain't crazy. Shit, let's not be stupid. I know when a motherfucker is looking at me some type of way and don't even know me, you know. But that's okay. That's part of the game, right? Everything's fair game. That's the whole thing apart about this game. Everything's fair game. Shit. Even them being when I say them, again, I'm talking about haters. I'm talking about people that gonna go against you because the color of your skin. I'm talking about people that's gonna go against you because of you getting money, right? It might not even be because of the color of your skin. It might be just because you more intellectual than them, right? They don't like you just because you pulled up today, okay? Just because you here in the building. It could be a million reasons, right? Why you could be a 1%er in the black sheep. And listen, you gotta put this shit together, man. You can't let nothing stop you. You can't let nothing hold you back. You gotta keep grinding. You gotta keep hustling. You gotta keep moving forward every day. Shit, we the most feared people on the planet, man. Let's be honest, man. Let's be honest for a while. Let's talk about it. I'm just telling you. Look, shit hit different when I walk in the bank, right? It look different. Shit, everything can be panned out on the scorecard. Everything can look good on the credit score, on the income, on debt to income. All that shit can look good. But what wasn't looking good is when I walked up in that bitch to initially start. That's what wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. I'll shoot a million shots before I let some haters stop me. Okay? Ain't no stopping me. It's just that simple. I don't let small shit fuck with me, and I just keep growing and I keep climbing. And I refuse to be stopped. It don't make no difference to me. The problem is everybody don't have the same courageousness that I have to keep going. So when you redline them, when you blackball them, they quit, they give up. And that's why you shouldn't be going around doing shit like that, right? Somebody like me, you ain't gotta never worry about. Because it don't matter. You can turn me green, motherfucker, and I'm going to get money. You can turn me orange. It don't make me no difference. You can put me anywhere you put me. I'm still going to get money. I'm still going to get rich. It don't matter. All odds against me, and I still did it. Just think about it. Just be honest. All the problems you got in life and everything else, you think about it. You think about it for a little while. And think about it if you can do the same thing. If you got the same attitude. Or if you just sitting around saying, oh, I can't do it because I'm the black sheep. Or I can't do it because nobody like me. Or I can't do it because, you guys come up with so many fucking excuses. It's unbelievable. Dog, you got to be demanding. You got to be treacherous. You got to be you got to be an all-out dog. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you even want a piece of this game. Because these boys, they going to come after you. Because everybody don't want to see you win. And it don't matter if they got on a suit and tie or if they got on a t-shirt. It don't matter what business they in. It just depends on the person, right? And some people don't care if you win or you don't win. They just doing their job. They just go home. Other people, they want to try to manipulate situations and try to be the gatekeeper to certain situations because they got the authority, which is fine, but you got to still be fair. You understand? And if you ain't, it don't matter to me because, again, I'm always going to find the next stop because I'm the next level. You see, everybody's not a fucking superhero. So let's be honest. Everybody's not going to get rich. Let's be honest. Everybody don't have the determination. Let's be honest. Just for a little while with ourselves. And we sit around here and say stupid stuff like anybody can do it and shit like this. Well, no, anybody can't do it, okay? Or anybody would. I'm sure they would love to be multi-millionaire and do the shit. They can't, okay? There's a number of restrictions they got, okay? Some of them might be mental restrictions, okay? Who knows? So it ain't no everybody or anybody can do something. It's the matter of, can you do it is the question you want to ask yourself. Do you got the mental capacity to do it? Again, not to get off subject, but back to what I'm talking about. Listen, America's worst nightmare. Young, black, rich, and don't give a fuck. You can't put nothing in front of me I can't knock down. Listen, when I was broke and didn't have a dollar and was in the streets, they couldn't stop me. What the fuck you think they can stop me for now in the boardroom? They can't. Most of them ain't never been through enough to be able to even contain me. They ain't seen what I done seen. They don't know that whatever they done threw at me, I already done looked at. I seen that before. It don't work. Okay? It don't work with me. It work with somebody. It work with it might work with a single mother on working 2 jobs and she's tired of looking for a house loan and y'all keep bottlenecking her and switching her around. She'll just quit, give up, say fuck it, I'll just go get an apartment, whatever. Not me. Different beast, you know what I'm saying? But y'all can pressure little people. You can pressure poor people. You can pressure people with low confidence. You can pressure them into anything. You ain't pressuring me into nothing. I'm gonna make my moves no matter what. I'm gonna do what I gotta do no matter what. America's worst nightmare. Young, black, rich, and don't give a fuck. I always been him. I was him before they started saying I'm him. The quicker you realize that, the better off you will be. And if you ain't subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you subscribe to this channel. That's the first thing you want to do. And lock in. And start understanding that this shit is about supreme confidence. If you don't got it, it'll take you weeks, maybe months. I doubt years, but you'll fall off quick. Probably weeks or months. You'll fall off, you'll be done. You don't got the confidence. With confidence comes talent, right? You get after you get enough confidence, you get talented after a while. So you gotta have confidence to get talented. If you don't, you probably won't practice your craft. You probably won't get better. Everything you do will be half-assed because you won't have the confidence in you. But they asked me, how do you feel being America's worst nightmare? I told them I feel good about it. How you feel about being America's black sheep? I feel good about it. How you feel about being only 10% of the population? I feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm the underdog. I'm the have-not. I don't worry about it. Listen, I can't lose. My goal is so high. If I miss, I still hit. If I miss, everybody says, wow, I cannot believe you did that. That's if I miss my goal. They say, God, that's unbelievable. That's unheard of. Somebody made it that far. That's if I miss. My expectations are high as well. My goals are real. And I get to them. I get to them quickly. But again, I feel good about it. Okay? I feel good about it. You got to feel good about it. You got to feel good about it. You got to know. You got to know when you 5'5" and you going against a bunch of guys that's 6'5", and y'all about to line up in a game, football, basketball, whatever ball you want to call it, don't matter to me. You know you might be undersized. You only 5'5", they all 6'5", but if you got the supreme confidence, you're gonna go out there and play with no fear, and you got a shot at winning. You might be oversized. That don't mean you're overpowered. That don't mean they got more speed than you. You see, there's other ways to get around power. So, with all that being said, you got to lock in. You got to be a dog. You got to remind yourself every day, America's worst nightmare. Young, black, rich, and don't give a fuck. We're going to see how much money we can give away this year. You see what I'm saying? How much can we give the mission? How much can we give to some charities, to churches? You know what I'm saying? That's how much we don't give a fuck. We're going to change it. We changing the game at the end of the day. You put this shit into a positive light. As much as they hate, as much as they try to stop you, they want you to turn bad. They want you to go rogue. Okay? Don't do it. Don't turn rogue. Don't go bad. Keep it positive. Keep it good. Man, these same people, I take my hat off to them just as much as I take my hat off. It's just as much as I say it motivates me for my loved ones to say good job. It motivates me for a hater to say no. For a hater to just hate. You know, that motivates me just as much. So I appreciate all the hate out there, and I appreciate being America's worst nightmare. What they say, all the mean mugs and cold stares. Yeah, I know about all that. Look, if you want to be the best at this shit, you gotta be him. You gotta show up and show out for your people, and you gotta lock in, man. Look, I ain't gonna bring y'all on too long. Make sure y'all subscribe, lock in. Welcome to the channel, and let's go. I hustle hard as what?